Well, as we found out in the past video, as you heard me say, that is leaking around the seal on the crankcase, not the crankcase, sorry. Pardon me, flywheel. Leaking around on one on the flywheel right now. Oh, sorry, that was straight. So, I'm gonna take all this cover off here, but it's gonna be a little tricky. We got these Phillips screws right there. Can you see that with my fingers there? There's another one down here. Then there's some on the bottom. It's kind of hard to get to the ones on the bottom. So I think the simplest thing is, I already got the starter motor taken off and everything else. Just got to take a few wires, just undo the coil here and a few other things. And a couple bolts. I think I'm just going to try to unbolt it and just sit it on the bench. I was going to try to do it in there, but it seems to be becoming more of a pain. And you don't know how the Phillips screws are going to come out of that there, so it might be just easier in the long run just to divide and conquer it and put it on the bench. It'd be pretty good. Be diversifying my time very wisely, I think. It'd be easier to get the screws out and to work on it the whole 9 yards. Alright, we'll bring it back when I got this out. Boom! Well, what you'll need here is pull this motor on this Harley Davidson 1974 Model D. You need a short 9/16 socket and a 9/16 wrench and a ratchet. Boom, right there, nice Mac one. Not sponsoring this or nothing. So you got one bolt right here, you gotta pull out. One right under this carb here. And let me take you to the other side. So over here you got one right here. Right in there. You got one right in this little hole here. It's a little hard to get to. That's what you need that short socket for. You got I disconnected one wire here off the coil. You take that generator off. But I already had that off for testing. I just took it off to unbolt it so I don't have to screw around with all the wires. Take the two belts off from the fuel line and be able to pull this motor right out. Okay, let me get after it. Just thought I'd mention, if you guys ever work on these, this bolt right here underneath the coil has a ground wire on, so make sure you put that ground wire back on when you're doing it, because the motor's rubber mounted. Okay, I got these two loose over here. This bolt over here will not fall all the way out because it's hitting the frame, so it's just gonna stay in there like that. But you can see she's loose on this side now. Ooh, got a lot of torque. So I'm gonna go get the other two loose, and we'll meet you guys on the bench. All right, I'm gonna pull this motor now and carry it over to the bench, hopefully. All right. Got that out. We sent that baby right over to the bench. Ooh. Here she is on the bench now. There's them screws I was talking about. All the way around there, suckers. We'll get them off and bring it back. Okay, well, I do believe this is my last screw to take out. And that front flywheel cover should come off. They're Phillips. I thought they'd be a lot tougher than they are. They're coming out pretty easy. I do think that's the last one. Let's see if it's loose, I guess. we go, folks. We got that off. I'm gonna get the rattle gun and see if I can rattle that baby right out of there. That baby is on there. Yeah, she is. Hoochie mama. Lord have mercy. Need to get something bigger. Well, we got that flywheel off. We used the heat and beat method, and it came right off with the puller too.